Good morning, all, or good evening, and welcome back to day 2 and probably day 3 combined, but we'll see, of the Ireland travel vlog thing. Today is my first day waking up inside Ireland, or on-side Ireland. It's early, don't just whatever. So the first thing I wanted to actually show you is the thing behind me, but in the daytime, because it looks way less impressive. I thought it'd be cooler because you could see more of it, but obviously the camera just, I mean, it is either picking up the inside or the outside, and this time it picked the outside. But yeah, so as you can see, it looks nice. I want to actually go see that thing in the daytime, see if it's significant, because I know it's in the direction of what it should be, a really significant church monument thing. And I want to find out if, like, the church I can see is a significant one, because that'll be a cooler story. I don't want it to just be a random church, because random churches aren't any fun. But, you know, significant churches, they're significant. So yeah, this morning so far, it's about 11 as I'm recording this first part. I woke up, I used the recording setup from last night, which, by the way, my mic, if you look way back there, keeps falling off. Like, I don't know why, like, it takes like 6 hours to fall off, then it does, and it seems like it's weakening itself. So I don't know what that is all about. But yeah, I just recorded my first Let's Play of the episode, sorry, of the Let's Play while I was here. This is Tuesday's episode, you can see behind me. Sneak peek, assuming this goes up before then. And that's going to be going up on Tuesday. I think I'm going to go now out. Oh, actually, I've got to edit that and then also edit yesterday's vlog and start editing today's one, maybe. And then after that, I've got to go and go out and actually get some, like, toothpaste and lunch and just food for when I don't go out and stuff if I decide to die. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Next up, gonna go do some editing. Then I'm gonna head out into Dublin, and I guess I'll see something while I'm there too. Like, you know, if I'm going to some sort of weird supermarket and stuff like that, might as well go see something significant. So I'll see the closest, like, significant thing that's on the route, and I'll do that. Or, you know, honestly, I could just walk in the direction of that big church thing and do that. So the one thing I have noticed so far this morning is because I got this big place that's really, it's meant for 2, but it's also bigger than I thought it would be. It's like a genuine, like, trek across the it's like a genuine trek across the apartment, even though it's like 5 rooms. So I don't know, maybe I should get a smaller place. But no, honestly, I like everything so far. This is the view again, in case you want to see it. I'm gonna go check out that church or something maybe, and also get some food and toothpaste and random stuff like that I need. So I'll see you all in a bit. So here's me testing my ability to vlog in public some more, because I literally walk not even down the street, like halfway down the street, and I'm at what might be the big church. It looks kind of similar, but the thing is, I looked on Google Maps, there's 2 massive cathedral things literally next to my house, and I want to learn about one of them, but only the one I can see, because that makes a cooler story. So yeah, we're at St. Stephen's, I think it is now, so behind me, like I said, you can see it just a little bit more. Very nice looking place. It's I think this is the official church of the Church of Ireland, or something like that, like the cathedral. I don't know, it's important in some way. Don't want to absorb too much knowledge in case it's not the right one. And like I said, there's the thing behind me, and if you look that way behind me, you can just about see, or you could see a second ago, the apartment block I'm in right now. So, oh, you can see the cranes there too. We probably work something out with the cranes on location. Again, I'll get back to this later if it's important. I need to go to the other one first and see if it looks more like the thing I can see. I know this sounds ridiculous, but why not, right? I've got 2 hours because, as it turns out, the MacBook is really terrible at rendering stuff. Like, my PC got a 4770K in there. It renders everything at about 1 minute per 1 minute render footage. It's taking about 3 to 4 minutes per minute, which means the Let's Play is taking an hour and a half, and the vlog is taking somewhere in the region of an hour. So I've got 2.5 hours while that renders to just enjoy some nice scenery and maybe get some lunch, and then maybe get some stuff from a store. So that's what I'm going to do now. There's been this man on a bench behind me, like, looking funny at me the whole time. So let's just hope that you know, that's not actually a real thing. Anyway, yeah, lovely place. But I'm not going to get too attached to it until I realise that it's the important one. So next up we've got, don't even know the name of the second one, but it's just up the street over there. So the opposite way of what you're seeing right now. So I'm going to head there next. Yeah, this is next level public vlog testing. Anyway, so I'm at the second church, which is just by the place. It's called Christ Church. Or, yeah, Christ Church Cathedral though, which is a really confusing thing. I must be getting that name wrong. Yeah, it's Christ Church Cathedral, and just behind me you can see it. And I think I've concluded now that the other one, which I said was St. Stephen's, but it's St. Patrick's, is actually the one I can see. So I'm not going to care about this, because not only is it not the important one, but also it's been ringing 12, like the most numbers you do on the hour, over and over and over again, because isn't ringing bells cool? I disagree. Or maybe there's people in there that, like, they let you ring the bells. Actually, I'm going to see if they let you ring the bells, because that must be the only explanation. So Just behind me right now is the Luas. I'll explain in a second because you probably can't hear my voice so much. Yeah, that's the Luas. So the Luas is actually like, I think it's one of the most famous tram systems in the world because it's in that like, I think it's a viral video, but I haven't actually ever like seen the view cam. But you know the one where Sonic chases the tram system? That's the Dublin tram. But anyway, that's besides the point. I figured I could give you a quick update on what I'm doing as the wind blows in my face. And yeah, so got on the way to where I was going, I realised actually the best like noodle place in the entirety of Dublin is like just on the way. So I went there for lunch instead. And I know that you probably should learn this anyway, but like they only had chopsticks, no like forks or anything like that. And I know I'm one of those terrible people for using forks for like sushi and stuff, but it's what I do. So I had to learn to. Well, I already knew how to, but it really like hurts my hand to hold noodle what are they called? I think I called them noodles earlier. Chopsticks. The way I do. So yeah, that's something I have to learn to get past, and now I think I have a little bit of RSI on my little finger somehow. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong, but that's that right there. So I'm gonna head over to the Jameson's distillery, which I said I'd do earlier. I've got a ticket for like 20 minutes time, so chill time. Okay, so I just finished the tour of the Jameson's distillery place, and also did the taste tests and all the other things that come with the tour of that place. And 2 points. One, so I went into it thinking like, oh yeah, Jameson's, which they all call Jameson's because I guess that's how you pronounce it in the local dialect. Well, I don't know if dialect's the correct term, but yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a popular one. I'd like to like this whiskey. And I went in and I was like, oh, that's cool. And they do this and they do that. And then it came to the like, the taste testing thing where he's like really trying to bias your opinion one way. And he's like, oh, well, this is only double distilled. And this is Jack Daniels. It tastes like college and stuff like that. And I came out there and I was like, oh, this scotch tastes really good. So went through all that effort trying to actually, learn to like something. And as it turns out, I actually, ended up not liking the one they wanted me to. So yeah, then when it came to the end, like because I was really emotional about the thing, I was like, oh, they only sell this bottle here. So my phone actually cut me off there, and I'll get into that in a second. But to continue the story, so yeah, there's this 60-year bottle, and it's like they only sell it at this place, and I assume that was true. It's been aged for this many years, and you can get your name engraved on it. And I was like, oh no, okay, and then like I realized, like, because I was in love with this bottle, I was like, wait a minute, I don't even like Jameson's as much as the other whiskey. So I guess I learned a lesson today. It wasn't the lesson they want me to learn, and even though I kind of like the mixed drink they give us, because as well as all the different whiskey tasting, there was like a free drink or mixed drink, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll give that a try. Even though I kind of like it, and because that's usually how I have spirits like that, I was just like, I'm not in love with the, as much as I want to be in love with Jameson's, I just wasn't, and that sounds ridiculous. But that's that. So yeah, like I said, my camera died because when the battery on the phone gets to 5%, it automatically shuts down the camera. And that's one of the things I don't like about Samsung, because they try to emulate iOS in all the ways. That's one of the ways, and it makes sense. If you're a 13-year-old girl taking too many selfies and using up her battery when she needs to get home, yeah, cut off the phone camera. But if you're someone like me, I know what I'm doing when I'm using my camera at 5%. So that's the camera being a bit ridiculous. But yeah, I'm home now for a little bit. I think I might record another Let's Play episode because as it turns out, by the way, the thing went to sleep and it stops the render. So I've still got more time left to render. But yeah, I think I want to record another Let's Play episode. It depends if I can get some stuff done tonight. And then I might head back out into the city because I want to buy some running shoes of some form, because I'm currently using like professional formal shoes. And then, yeah, I got some other stuff I need to do tonight, and I might see some more of the city, especially that place that I went to earlier that I never truly learned the whole story behind. But yeah, so I had a reasonably interesting run/walk home, and now I've got a little bit of chill time before anything else. Okay, so this is probably the last time I'm checking in for the day, because I just figured I'd let you know what the evening plans are, because basically I realised there's actually a Dublin bike stand right outside my house. If you don't know what the bike systems are, quite a few cities have them. I know Denmark, London, quite a few other cities. Basically, you can just rent a bike instead of having to, have your own one. And just behind me, you can see there's an entire rack, and that's just outside the apartment. So I figure, let's use it. So I'm gonna just go for a bike around the city because my shoes aren't both running and I can't go get some more at this time of night. Then I'm gonna go to a nice restaurant or something like that and just chill for the rest of the evening and do that, because that's what I'm here for. So let's move on and let's get ourselves on a bike, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to, well, I guess this is the middle of vlog 2, but welcome to the start of day 3. And I'm on the balcony, by the way. I'm not just floating in the air with a suspiciously similar view. And that behind me is St. Patrick's church or cathedral or whatever it is before. I'm going to learn more about that at some point in the week. But first of all, I just want to show you, because I realised I looked at my balcony today, you can actually see just behind me like some hills in the background, and I think it's really, really nice to look at. So yeah, that's that. Also, what you can see if you look down there, you can see the garden that's attached to this place. It's really, really nice. It's like a private thing. I like it. Anyway, what am I doing today? I've got a few things planned because I recorded a video, ate breakfast, and now it's like midday by the time I've started rendering it and doing all the other stuff I need to do. Basically today what I have planned is I'm gonna first of all get some running shoes, because I've been wearing like super formal shoes because I just brought one pair with me, and I want some disposable shoes, and I went yesterday to try and get some, and I had just no idea where to look, so I went to a shoe store. Cheapest pair of shoes was 80 euros. It's like, what? And yeah, so that's the thing. I also need to get a lightning cable because I couldn't find the one I packed and need one of those to do the Mobcrush streams I do. And yeah, then I guess after that I'm gonna go do some more stuff I need to go, well, I want to go see. Like for instance, there's this like basically there's this place that documents all the things that happened to the political prisoners, because you know the way Ireland's separated from the UK wasn't the most peaceful of ways, and there's a lot of dark history behind it I'd like to know, because I only really know the broad strokes, and the softer strokes are where all the cool stuff is. So yeah, today we're gonna have to go do all of that stuff, and it should be pretty fun. The app on my phone is like, now that I've been using it for a certain amount of time, it gives me access to all the routes other people do, and some of them I'm using like really good routes, like scenic and stuff, and some of them are like you know, from home to work, and it just shows me straight like he uploaded a run of his home to his work, probably not realizing it was public, and now I know where he lives and where he works. So probably shouldn't do that if you have a running app. So, in all seriousness though, I'm gonna go get those things and check out the political prisoner place, and also a few other main sites and stuff in the centre, because I haven't done too much of that. So, that's today's plan. So I found the wall outside the apartment that says, like potato, and it actually says like pato if you look carefully. You can probably see it. Like, it's backwards for me, so I can't see it. I always never know if it flips when it gets to you or not, but maybe you could read something, or maybe you got nothing, and we're running past some cars. But yeah, so to get back to what we were saying, so I went out to get some shoes, which I now have. I was going to get like running specific shoes, then I realised the only reasons I'm running is for utility purposes mostly, so it's like, I'd like to be in a place that I'm not right now, and then when I'm at that place, running shoes, I don't know, like maybe there are good looking running shoes, or maybe I don't just have an opinion on this, but yeah, shoes are complex, and so I just went to a place, bought some shoes that are reasonably nice, that aren't like super formal, and now hopefully I can run much better, and I'm going to load up the app again. We're going to see things get better, so I'm going to run to the museum place and get depressed there. Oh, also, I went to a whiskey museum because I was like, okay, I don't like the, the big one, Jameson's. I'm gonna learn to like one of these other ones, and so we learn stuff about whiskey in general, not just the Jameson's this time. And then there's like the tasting thing, trying a bunch of different whiskeys, and I like the one that everyone else hates. So even though your opinion is the right opinion, you can't really change that, whatever. Apparently, I have different whiskey tastes to everyone. So I think it's called the Irishman, in case anyone out there's wanting to know my favorite whiskey. But yeah, let's go for a run to the museum. I'm about to be depressed now, shall we? So I just went to the Kilimanjaro, or the museum before the Irish prisoners that was meant to depress me, and it took me about 30 minutes to do a 40-minute run, which is terrible, but most of that was getting lost and stuff like that. But anyway, I got there at like an hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes before they closed, and it turns out they'd already sold out, and all that. This is January, this is like super off-peak season, and that is the reason why I should never be trusted to like do this sort of stuff in the summer, because it's going to be even more reserved and stuff like that, and basically that's terrible. So just a few points I wanted to raise the column here, because I'm going back to the centre for the most roundabout way, because I can either do the the 30-minute run back or 40-minute walk, or what I'm going to do instead is use this leap card here, because every city has their type of card that they use to get around. I like Ireland's the best because it's got a frog and it's sleeping, so I'm going to hop on the Luas, the one I briefly mentioned at some point, and that's that. But yeah, just a quick couple of points I wanted to raise about what I noticed on the run here, because like I said, I really like running because it's like walking through the place, but faster. Like I said, it's a utility thing for me. I noticed how there are just churches and pubs everywhere, and it's like, we get it, Ireland, you're religious and you like your alcohol, but it's a real thing. Like, even in the super suburban, just this is housing places, it would just be pub, church, and it turns out, the two really cool churches, the next to my place, I thought that was like a cool, significant thing. Now there's like 3 or 4 next to each other sometimes, because religion and drinks, that's all you need in life, apparently. So yeah, I'm at the Luas station now, and we're gonna have to hop on one of these, and I have to work out which way it goes. I really have problems because they go the opposite way to the UK, but then I'm like, but do trams go the opposite way? I guess they logically should. So we're gonna hop across the tramway, which we really shouldn't do while vlogging, and I'm actually gonna get on this and stop this now. So yeah, I'll see you all in a little bit. So it is now close to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m, somewhere in that vague ballpark. And yeah, I'm at home again, and I just figured I'd make this kind of outro card for video/vlog 2 of the Ireland thing. If you have been enjoying it, I always forget, like, oh yeah, okay, you can like it, or if you disliked it so far and you just watched all this because you're like being like, oh, I hate this guy so much, then you can dislike it, I guess. And as always, freedom of choice is something you have, or something like that. Anyway, but point in case is tomorrow is going to be exciting for me because I'm going to Cork, which is the second biggest settlement in Ireland. Something kind of interesting to me is the fact that unlike a lot of places do have this to some extent, but like, you know, if you look at the UK, London's the biggest city by a massive margin, but in Ireland, Dublin is the biggest city by a real big margin. So, you know, if you look at Dublin, the area around it, it's like 1.8 million people. Out of, you know, Ireland's like 4.5. So like roughly almost 50% of people in like 10 years time, 50% of people will live in just the capital city and the area around it. And yeah, compare that to the second biggest city, which is Cork, where I'm going tomorrow. I think it's like 180,000 people. So a tenth of the size, just from 1 to 2. And then after that, I think the third biggest is like 60,000 people, which is less than my hometown, as it turns out. And my hometown's really small. So yeah, I kind of want to go to some of these other places, but because I don't drive, whatever, it's going to be kind of tricky. But yeah, I've got a train to Cork tomorrow, and that's going to be fun. So yeah, the rest of today I'm going to enjoy, because basically, you know, one of the things I do when I'm at home is I'm working in some form until like 10, 11 p.m. Then I have like an hour. Now I have, well, that'd be like 4 hours, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna play a video game. Actually, I think I have to record a Let's Play again. But after we record the Let's Play and we edit the vlog, that's gonna be like 3 hours to just you know, what's the term for this? Just waste away, and that's good for me. I feel like that's something I kind of need after a long time. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy day 2 and 3, or vlog. I'll just call them vlog number 2 of the Ireland trip. Tomorrow will be Cork. And I don't know if there are things in Cork yet. That's something I should probably research. I know that like most of the whiskey in the country is made there because of all the whiskeying I've been doing. So that's what I know so far. Anyway, yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm going to just tilt the angle and say goodbye.